Not seen Armageddon Time yet, but I have seen Something in the Dirt, and it's great. It's really,
Nice.
really good. It's a proper return to the roots of what made Benson and Moorhead a really enjoyable pairing from the beginning. So thinking back to Spring, thinking back to The Endless, like really understated, low production values, character focused weirdness. And
Nice.
for that reason, I can't recommend it highly enough. There is one or two caveats with it in that you've got to commit yourself to staying with it for more than half an hour. Now, in the cinema, you kind of go with the flow anyway. Because you're sat down and you've paid your money, you sit there and you wait it out until it's unbearable.
You're really selling it here, Tom.
Which it isn't. It never becomes unbearable. But there is like half an hour. Bladder. Bladder and buttocks. But there is half an hour where it seems like it might be a bad movie. Ooh. And then after half an hour, it becomes clear why that is. And suddenly it's just a roller coaster of fun.
So is it like One Cut of the Dead?
I mean, it's not quite that balance. Not quite that balance. Because One Cut of the Dead is very like sincere for its first bit. It's so sincere. Whereas Something in the Dirt is very kind of offbeat and a bit weird and noticeably weird. Like the style of it and the intercutting with stock footage that happens occasionally is enough to make you think like, oh, there's something going on here. This isn't as straightforward as it looks. Essentially, it's about a guy who moves into an apartment building, an apartment that has been empty for, I think, years. And he meets his neighbor, and together they realize that there's something a bit off in the apartment. And there are weird like patterns of light that come in and refract off this strange crystal. And there's weird written like ciphers around door frames, and gravity and time seem to not work as they should do.
Take all my money. Take my money now.
And it's basically the story of these two guys working as amateur documentarians to try and prove that the supernatural exists based on the events that are going on in the apartment. And it dives headfirst down a rabbit hole of like conspiracy theory and supernatural and pseudoscience. And it's absolutely joyous, the sheer bonkers nonsense that they get into.
It sounds amazing. So
it's great.
Given what Benson, so this is a bit of an ultra nerdy conversation here. Is it linked to the other universes of Benson and Moorhead, like the way that the Endless is linked into Resolution and things like that?
Possibly, but not overtly.
I need this. I need to see this.
It's not without its problems. Like in the last act, it kind of falls apart a bit. It starts to focus a bit too much on the less interesting elements of what is going on, which I kind of understand why, but it sort of makes it a little bit unsatisfying towards the end. But there's a good like 45-minute hour chunk of it that is just brills. It just hit a nerve for me. It touched the right spot, and I had a great time with it. If you don't want to go and see something big and boomy and daft and comic-y, then do go and check that out, because it's worth supporting these guys. They made it on a shoestring over COVID, just the two of them in their literal apartment. They just made it at home. They literally made it at home, and it's great. It's just fun.
Huge fan of Benson and Moorhead, and I'm so pleased that after they got Moon Knight, you almost had visions of them being lost in the Hollywood mainstream. But so glad they've just gone, nope, stuff it. We're going to retain who we are and what we're all about.
Well,
really
it's like,
pleased to hear
it's like they were forced into it, because they had Synchronic, which was a bigger budget than what they were used to, and then they obviously had Moon Knight, which is Disney money. But this is obviously like scaled way back, made for no money. and that's why they kind of rediscover the things that made them interesting to begin with.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Love it.
So you can go and see either of those things. Armageddon Time might be okay. James Gray movies are, people like them. I don't really like them, but people like them. I'm reviewing it. I'm going to be completely honest and open. Like, I'm expecting to think that it's fine and then to be told off on the forums.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
The trusty Tom 4.
5.
Does he get a dusting?
Ad Astra, I would have given that a 5. That's straight down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay! Someone agreed with me.
I like the big space ladders at the beginning, and that was about it.
I like the moon pirates. That was good.